Chinese churches are electing their leaders, while Peter Williams finds it hard to believe that Pope Francis agrees to bless homosexual couples. Christians in Ghana continually strive for containers with Christian literature, and the famous Bible portal boasts 700 million users. What is the Magnificat, and how can it be understood? Who is Emanuela Seibold, and what did Bishop Henrik Stubkier say? You will learn about this from today's edition of the Information Service of Safira Radi. Welcome.
Bishop Henrik Stubkier, president of the Lutheran World Federation, emphasizes in his message that Christmas is a call to action to bring light and hope to the dark places of the world. Referring to the words of John's Gospel, he emphasizes that despite the physical and metaphorical darkness we encounter every day, we need a new beginning that Advent promises. Bishop Stubkier encourages us to open our eyes to the presence of God in all places and to act as messengers of hope.
Pastor Emanuela Seibold, a born pianist and now the first female president of the United Protestant Church of France, tells LutheranWorld.org about the importance of the Bible in her private and professional life. In the context of a society focused on secularization and individualism, Seibold emphasizes the importance of unity in diversity and the need for dialogue to achieve equality between women and men in the Church.
In China, the National Conference of the China Christian Council and the Three Self-Patriotic Movement was held, where registered churches elect new leaders. Kurt Rovenstein from Bibles for China calls for prayers for the Chinese church in these important moments. Every 5 years during the conference, new leaders of the legal Protestant church movement in China are elected. Despite concerns about the influence of the Chinese government, missionary partners remain faithful to teaching the Word of God. Rovenstein emphasizes that the situation is delicate and requires prayer.
Conservative Catholics deny reports that the Pope approved priests giving blessings to same-sex couples. In response to reports by the Associated Press about a radical change in Vatican policy, Catholic writer Peter Williams argues that the church document does not support blessings for such unions, but aims only to provide pastoral care without confirming relationships contrary to the teachings of Christ. He believes the situation is the aftermath of pressures from German bishops for change, but Williams expresses doubt whether the Pope has indeed changed his stance on this issue.
In Ghana, a country with many Christians, there is a significant demand for copies of the Bible. Mission Cry sends containers with used Bibles and Christian literature there. Pastor Rassan Wolford, president of Mission Cry, notes that many pastors in Ghana do not even have their own Bible. Most Ghanaians speak English, and about 20% of the population are Muslims, who are also recipients of these shipments. Over the past 14 years, Mission Cry has distributed Christian materials worth over $10 million in Ghana.
World Without Orphans, in cooperation with the World Evangelical Alliance, invites you to the third edition of the Global Forum for a World Without Orphans. This event, to be held in Chiang Mai, Thailand, is organised under the slogan, Together from Crisis to Hope. Its goal is to support children without families and their integration with safe and loving families. The forum focuses on education, sharing experiences, and promoting activity among participants, using tools and methods described in the roadmap World Without Orphans.
The free YouVersion app, managed by Bobby Grunewald, has been downloaded over 700 million times. The most popular verse this year was Isaiah 41:10. YouVersion, offering Bible translations, reading plans and prayers, avoids political and cultural topics. The app, which evolved from a website into a mobile application, has seen an increase in popularity outside the USA. Funded by donors and managed by Life Church, it focuses solely on its mission and does not sell user data.
Today we reflect on the Magnificat, Mary's song, which is an expression of her deep humility and gratitude for what God has done in her life. This song reminds us that God works in the life of each of us, regardless of our status. Mary sings about how God raises the humble and overthrows the mighty, showing God's justice that surpasses human understanding. It is a message of hope for those who feel abandoned. The Magnificat also reminds us of God's faithfulness and mercy. In our lives full of challenges, Mary's words are a guide and a source of hope. Let us remember the love, justice, and hope that our God gives us. Let the Magnificat be a reminder of His presence in our lives.
This was our news service. Next time, we will meet after Christmas. Meanwhile, we invite you to our daily Christmas broadcasts on Safira Radio. May the Word of God comfort our hearts and strengthen our spirit.
May God bless you in this good time.